Hey Libra, it's Ashley. This is going to be your November wrap-up reading. So the 22nd of November through to the end of the month. Next week I'm going to do the December tarot forecast for every sign. So this week's going to be a little bit different. If you are from the United States, you know that next week, or excuse me, this week, week of the 22nd, a lot of people celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, kind of in celebration of gratitude, as well as Sagittarius season beginning, I wanted to do a reading about abundance, things that, kind of like a pat on the back for what you've accomplished already this year. I don't think we spend enough time celebrating our wins, and so we're going to look at an area that deserves more of your positive attention. The next row, we're going to look at what your guides want to congratulate you on. So whether that's your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors that have passed over, whatever your belief system is, we're going to look at what they feel like you've really succeeded at. Lovely. And then in this last row, we're going to look at what's coming in from now to the end of the year that's positive, something to look forward to. So let's see what we get coming in for you, Libra. Whoa. Looks like all kinds of stuff, all those cards when I fly out here. We have fall in love with your own story. That's nice. So we'll see what that's about. I haven't actually used this deck. I thought it'd be fun to just try a fresh oracle deck and see what comes through. So kind of an experiment here. So we're going to get some tarot and then clarify to kind of narrow down the story that's being referenced. We're getting the judgment fly out there. Alright, let's see. King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. It's funny because Gemini got this card in the exact same position. We have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Strength card, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles. So some stability message here. Could also be something that you're kind of holding on to, kind of guarded up a little bit. You can kind of see how he's holding that pentacle pretty tightly across his heart. So we'll see how that's coming into play here. So in the area that needs some focus is Time Machine. So what this card talks about is actually being able to go back in time and kind of review things and bring a higher level or a different perspective to things in order to heal the present moment. So it would be, for example, like if there was something traumatic that happened when we were a child. As an adult, we could sit down and go back to that memory and look at it from a different angle to help ease some of the trauma, right? So, and that's just an example. That's not what I'm saying happened here. But That's what that card talks about. We have Judgment, Nine of Cups, Four of Cups. I feel like somebody from the past here, time machine, right? Somebody from the past showed up here with an offer. I don't think that you accepted this offer. So this is coming up in your row of what to be, what to celebrate, what to be proud of that you accomplished this year. And so we're going to look and get some more detail here. Perhaps this person that came forward was not best for your journey. We're going to see. With the Judgment card, we have the Emperor. Could have been an Aries. Could have been a Divine Masculine. Could have even been a past boss that was trying to get you to come back to that job or that role, for example. And we have the Four of Cups. So one, I don't think that you saw this coming, but also I see you perhaps resisting that cup that's being offered. So some Scorpio, Aries energy there. With the Knight of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like there was some decision that had to be made when this person came forward. And I think perhaps if you rejected this offer, it's because it wasn't a very good one. Or in the past, this person sort of didn't really contribute as much to the relationship or situation as you did. If this was a job offer from a past employer, I don't think they offered you enough money. So I think you decided to reject this offer. With the Four of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles, yep, and the Two of Cups. So I feel like could have been a Virgo that you were dealing with as well here. But I think that you decided to hold out. I think you decided to remain independent because you're waiting for your soulmate. And yeah, simple as that. I think you resisted the offer because you want a true soulmate here, Libra. So that looks lovely. Now what your guides, so spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what they want to congratulate you on is this beautiful uncaging. So clearly you've opened your heart quite a bit this past year. Now it could have been as a result of pain, right? Like something difficult happened and it kind of broke your heart open. I also feel that this card talks a lot about forgiveness. And so you might have done a lot of forgiving this year in order to open that heart up, right? And heal it in such a way that it was able to kind of blossom and transform. You can kind of see that some of these rings around the heart are shaped like a butterfly here. So it's kind of like this transformation took part in your heart. We have the King of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So King of Cups coming in, a little bit more Scorpio energy showing up here. This is someone with a lot of love to give, though they tend to be able to control those emotions quite well. So you may not know about them. And again, with this Two of Pentacles, this choice point. The Strength card, so may have needed to have some courage to make a choice here. Perhaps to open up, to deepen, to allow your intuitive side, your heart chakra to open, And I think that if that is your story, there was a lot of sort of tumultuous emotions that came through as a result of opening up. So it took some time and effort to kind of ride those waves, especially if your heart had been kind of closed off for a period of time, right? Like we were saying before. So congrats if that is something you have been working on. Well, let's get some more detail here. With the King of Cups, we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. So could have definitely had some communication with someone here, perhaps even an apology after an argument took place. This could be someone new. This could be someone from the past as well. Let's get some more. With the Two of Pentacles, we have the Empress and the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like, interesting. We have the Emperor and the Empress here now. I'm going to clarify before I speak to that. Strength card, we have Justice and the Seven of Cups. So I think that perhaps, you know how I was talking about the time machine and being able to go back in time and look at a situation from a different perspective. And then here we have this an opening of the heart, you know, this forgiveness energy. So I do feel like perhaps when this person from the past came forward, you rejected their offer because you didn't feel like it was good enough, or perhaps they didn't put in enough time and effort in the past. And so you were waiting for something that was like true, deep love. Now this person could be the same person, and I'm saying that because now we have the Empress showing up, which I do feel like is your energy, Libra. I mean, it is your card, but I'm saying that because I feel like you were the one who had to make this decision, and it's showing up here twice now. So this is a counterpart. Now, this person, like I said, may have actually been hiding their emotions, and perhaps they finally came forward and expressed those with that Page of Cups, apologized, tried to open up. And so I do feel like you may have decided to walk away anyway from this situation. I feel like part of that could be that this masculine energy, doesn't have to be a man, it is just the masculine energy, is still sitting in some immaturity here with these pages showing up, right? Now they are showing up as the King and the Emperor, so it could just be their communication style needs some work, or as I was saying, they just now have kind of started to open up. With Strength, Justice, and the Seven of Cups here, I do feel like you're having to open up your heart as well here. I mean, this is about your journey and what you've experienced, right? And it could be that the choice was, you know, you had to decide, do I walk away, or does this have legs? Is this going to grow? You know, that's what the Empress represents. Like, is there going to be a harvest, right? And with you showing up again here as the Justice card, I feel like you had to, it's almost like you had to decide something, perhaps after having been confused or not knowing the future, right? It took some courage to make this choice, essentially, whether you chose to stay with this person and try and work on forgiving them and working with them to see if it would grow, or you decided to walk away because, again, with that give and take balance, you didn't want to be someone's option, right? So take what resonates here, but I think the message here is that because this was such a strong soulmate connection here with the Emperor and the Empress showing up, I do feel like it was very difficult, and I do feel like you did a lot of heart healing and forgiveness practice, regardless of what your choice was, because I do feel like there's both options there. So take that as it resonates. Now what's coming in says fall in love with your own story. So I kind of feel like, and we're going to read from the book on that, but a lot of what I feel from that is that perhaps you're just kind of celebrating yourself, like really diving more into this like self-love place. Perhaps you're remaining single, perhaps not. So let's see what that's talking about. It's number 54. Sharing your story, accepting responsibility as the author of your own epic tale, revisiting the inspiration behind your story. Our stories have powers. They shape our understanding of who we are and what we can do. And when we get them right and totally love our own story, magic happens. The story that has the most hold on your life is the one you tell yourself every day. It runs on autopilot and convinces you of your lucky or unlucky circumstances, your amazing or mediocre abilities, your strengths, and your weaknesses. So essentially, it's kind of like there's a similar card to this one in this oracle deck, and it kind of says, you know, what we create is the story we tell ourselves every day. So let's get some more on that. We have the Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Swords. So certainly some communication going on here. And this Three of Cups could either be reconciliation or kind of just, you know, going out and having fun. So let's see what good is coming in for you, Libra. The Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. And the Devil card. With the Three of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords and the Moon. Okay. With the Page of Swords, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot. So I kind of feel like, again, I feel like what's happening here is, you know, it's kind of funny because we get all this kind of negative energy show up here. Five of Wands with the Devil and the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like this drama, toxic energy. And then with the Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Moon here, it's like, it's like, what I want to say is, it's like suspicion of third-party situations. So, and then we get here, Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. I feel like what this is talking about, it's like all this negative thinking, and I feel like you begin to recognize that that is kind of the story you've been telling. And once you notice that, you begin to do work on it and you move out of that situation. Not that it's a physical reality, but that you move away from having kind of like those negative thought processes. So that could be having an impact on your choices here, what you've done with this counterpart situation. Because this Page of Swords is looking back, right? It's kind of like gazing in that direction, and it's like, okay, these thought patterns have been happening within me, and perhaps it's something because you've dealt with someone that was very deceitful and toxic in the past. And so now you're afraid of that happening again. And so anytime they don't text back or they go out and they don't call, you know, your suspicions start to pick up, your mind starts to tell you things. So I think the positive thing that's coming in here is that that's something you're going to work on. It's something you're going to move out of. I think overall the story you tell yourself is going to be a lot more positive, because again, as soon as we got to this row and it says fall in love with your own story, I felt like what it really was talking about was you falling more in love with you. And so regardless of what your choices were with this person, it looks like coming in, the good thing is that you'll be working on, you know, your own thinking, mind, and the things you focus on, really kind of working to take control. Looks like some shadow work being done here. So that's great. I hope that made sense. There was a lot that came through there. I hope you found that helpful, Libra. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you've made it this far in the reading, thanks for being here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you for the December forecast. Bye.